Okay, so let's try some yoga. First, as with any exercise, you want to start with a little bit of stretching. So we'll get into our seated cross-legged position and we'll do a little stretching to start. So this is called Sukhasana or easy pose, which it's not easy for many people. So what you can do to get more comfortable is to add any sort of a cushion or a folded up blanket or towel under your tush to get your bottom up higher. And that allows your legs to cross easier and your hips to be more open. So as high as you need to get, and if this still isn't comfortable, then you can try a chair or you can put your legs out in front of you. So whatever feels best for your body. Everybody has a different body and different injuries, and there's no judgment and no competition in yoga. So you're sitting or standing, and your legs are however they are to be comfortable for you. What you're going to want to do is notice your sitting bones, so the bones that connect down with the ground, and connect them in so they're even on both sides, lifting up through the torso, the spine, lengthening so you're sitting tall and straight. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, around and onto your back so you have a nice big open chest for breathing. Connect again with your breath, so inhaling and exhaling. Getting back to that rhythm that we practiced a few minutes ago. Really expanding the lungs. It helps to actually make the sound. In yoga, that's called ujjayi breathing. They call it ocean breathing. You can kind of visualize the waves crashing on the beach. So always connecting with the breath before moving into any motion. So we're in our Sukhasana easy pose, and we'll do some stretches for our neck and shoulders. That's where we hold a lot of stress and tension. So beginning with your right ear to your right shoulder, very gently. Taking a big breath there. And all the way to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Noticing how it feels to open up the side of the neck, noticing where you have tension. Coming back to center, bringing the forehead to the sky very gently for a deep breath. Widening the collarbones, opening the throat. And then chin all the way to the chest, or as far as you can go, for a big breath, opening the back of the spine. From here, adding a little motion by doing some semicircles, right ear to right shoulder, kind of tracing your chin along your chest. Breathing the whole time you do that, and just noticing where you might have some tightness. And then coming up to neutral. We'll do some shoulder circles to the back. So loosening up those shoulders that we hold so tight when we're on the computer screen, and our jaw is so tight. Let that jaw go too. And we're still breathing. And forward shoulder circles. Let's inhale the arms out to the side and see if the hands can reach back just a little. So it's like you're going to give the biggest hug to the most lovely being that you know. And that may be a pet. Big hug, stretching the shoulders open, and then you get the hug. Reaching around your body, give yourself a big hug. It's also stretching the shoulders, but we deserve love. We need love. And if you haven't had a hug today, here it is. And then letting the arms go. We'll inhale the arms up together. And then exhale, the right arm comes down. The left arm lifts a little and we'll do a gentle side stretch. So you can keep those sitting bones grounded. This is opening up through the side of your body, breathing into that space. Extra space between the ribs that wasn't there a few minutes ago. And we'll go all the way to the other side. So left arm down, right arm up. You lengthen and breathe and gently side stretch. And coming back to the center, we'll inhale our arms up again. This time, we're gonna do a gentle twist to the right. So the spine stays tall and long. The left hand can go onto the right thigh. The right hand is behind you like a kickstand. So nice and tall. The twisting is happening below the belly button and then all the way up through the spine. You can even look, I should say the twisting starts below the belly button, all the way up through the spine, and you can even look over your shoulder for a nice breath. You're wringing out the stress that's in your spine. Coming back to neutral, then we'll inhale again, and exhale, twisting to the left. So this is a very gentle twist. We're not trying to crank our spines further than they want to go. It's just range of motion for the spine. And back to neutral. From here, let's untangle our legs. Perhaps they were already out here, and give them a little shake. It's hard to keep sitting in that crisscross applesauce position for too long if you haven't been doing it. So our legs are out in front of us. And from here, let's just gently, very gently, inhale and lengthen our spine, and then walk our hands forward just a tiny bit. And you will notice what you feel here, right? So our backs perhaps are tight, or our hamstrings, and that is completely normal. Whether you are an athlete or a yogi or don't get much exercise, lots of people have tight backs and hamstrings. So you can stay here with a flat back, or you can round your back over, bringing your forehead towards the ground, and breathe into that rounded back. But really, you're doing what feels right for your body. Yoga is a gentle stretch where you go to your edge of comfort and never into discomfort. So only you know what that is. And it's important to always maintain that awareness, not to go past or into discomfort. So coming back up to a seated position, you can start to walk your hands behind you. So your shoulders are going way onto your back. Your chest is pressed outward. Your spine is tall and long. Your forehead is towards the sky and chin is lifted. Your hands can be just fingertips, or you can put your palms down. Your fingers can point away from you, or they can point behind you. But the point is to really open that chest and breathe into that space. It's the opposite motion of us being at our computers. So just really getting that extra air. You can feel your pectoral muscles spreading, right? Because we don't do this very often. Beautiful. So we are, it looks like, well, let me see how many minutes we've been going here. 9 minutes. So let's do 1 more minute. And we'll do some cats and cows. So however, from coming to this position, however is the safest, easiest way for you to get to your hands and knees is how you should get there. So whatever that looks like for you, gently and slowly coming into a hands and knees position. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips, pressing the fingers into the mat or the ground so that you're not putting all your weight in your wrists, which does not feel good. So pressing through your fingers, Your spine starts out straight. This is called table position. There's lots of cool things you can do in table position, but one of my favorite is the cats and the cows, which is spinal flexion and extension. So you can imagine a cat is where you arch your back up as far as you can, and a cow is where you sink the belly, the head and the tail rise, and you inhale. So you time it with your breath. Exhaling as you arch your back. Inhaling as you sink the belly, the head and tail rise. So at your own pace, you can flex and extend your spine. You can even feel in this position, your shoulders are getting some range of motion, and so are your hips. So with that, we've done our 10 minutes. I think I'm going to do a second part just to have available in case folks want more. But this was supposed to be 20 minutes, so I want to keep to that time. So I hope that between the breathing and the little chat and then some range of motion yoga exercises, you can feel some of your stress dissolving, and just notice how you feel after doing these few little evidence-based interventions. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your semester, and that your finals go smoothly, and you have a wonderful summer. Thank you.